Hello everyone, so today we are talking about not just one, but two new tech that are running together. First, we're going to check out a new way of making LTX video better at syncing video and audio together. This is called OmniNFT. This is for video diffusion, where it stands for negative aware fine-tuning. And what this does, it syncs the video and audio better. As we all know, sometimes in LTX video, when you use the base model to generate, you'll get out-of-sync motions. And sometimes you'll even see the video quality going downhill. So this LoRA model helps with the motions for LTX videos in general, and also helps sync the video and audio in a better way. Now, this fine-tuned LoRA model, you can download it from the Hugging Face repo. It's called OmniNFT. This one's going to be a little bit larger file size because it's FP32 precision. So by default, it's set up so you can run it in Python code or run in ComfyUI, either way. But if you prefer less file sizes, or you want the ComfyUI default format using BF16, then you can try out this BF16 LoRA model here. I'm going to provide in the video description so you guys can check it out. So, that's the LoRA. And also, I want to talk about how to automate the video creations. Well, not only with ComfyUI. You can automate that with other AI models too, whether you have a server-side API or just running locally using ComfyUI. Because Nos Research, the Hermes agents, now natively support ComfyUI workflows. So it does understand how and what to input in Comfy workflows with this agent. But you still have to convert the agent-friendly workflow, which is the API format workflow JSON files of ComfyUI. So I'm going to show you here. First of all, I have an LTX workflow, and this was talked about previously that I was using the prompt relay and auto-generating the text prompts using VLM. In this case, I'm using Qwen 3VL, and here we have linked it up together with other LoRA models that I usually run with, and the VBVRL that I am using, currently the highest dataset trained VBV LoRA model, and here I am running the OmniNFT model. And then above that, this is the crisp enhanced LoRA model. And that's all the LoRA models that we need. And lastly, of course, you're going to run with the distillation. Add the distillation here. So the overall workflow is going to be the same as what I talked about previously using LTX video generation. So once you have your ComfyUI workflows exported as API format, like in this case, the one that I just created using prompt relay LTX workflow. This is going to use for building your scenes with image reference. And I also have Z-Image Turbo for creating backgrounds and characters. That one has already been integrated into Hermes Agent. So this is called the visual storyline pipeline that I created. As you can see, the folder path in here, this is using Hermes Agent, and I am using this skill. And basically, what this skill does, it tells the AI agents what to do. So let's check it out in the web browser, and we can see what it is actually doing. So, this visual storyline pipeline is used for creating a visual story from scratch. It starts from a storyline, and basically, you're going to be creating stories with the AI agents. Like in this case, it's Hermes. But of course, this skills.md file, you can also import that into OpenClaw or any other AI agents that use the skills architecture. And that way, you have a solid foundation of stories before you move on to the script, or your character building, or the scenes, keyframes, whatever. Because a lot of times I see people starting from creating a character, generating images of their character using character sheet, or having multiple images of a character, which you won't have a story background of what it's actually doing. You won't be able to have, a full picture of what you actually want to create as a full story. So therefore, we're going to do this step by step with the AI agent. You're not going to fully automate, like, hands off everything, but you're going to be involved in the development with the AI agents. That means the human step in the loop, in the angelic way that I talk about, that we're going to have human involvement in the workflow. So in here, as you can see, the visual storyline pipeline. We're starting with story creation, where you first let the AI agents know that you're chatting, brainstorming the story, whatever you want to create. Like in the examples I'm using, for creating a Korean horror story, which works as well. But the concept of the stories, you must be involved as a human in the loop with the AI agents. Then the tedious work gets passed to the AI agents. So the pipeline here, It has instructions for whatever content or data that we need that allow the AI agents to understand what it's going to do step by step. So in here, after we create the storylines, we gotta create a list of characters. This is all text files first. We're not creating image files yet. So until you get everything solid, have a good foundation of your stories or any video content that you want to create. Then you move on to visual design, which is creating your character sheet image files. I've also imported the Kling AI API, just in case people like to run this pipeline using frontier AI video models. Kling AI is one example, or right now there's Seedance 2.0 as well. You can import that just by typing text with the agent. Anyway, in this case, we're using ComfyUI just for local demo purpose. So all of this is just instructions. As a human, you're going to see all this text and you might feel bored. But don't worry, just import that skills to Hermes or create something similar into an AI agent. Allow the AI agent to have a step-by-step guide to know what it should do on every single step. So here, well, there's a new web UI that you can use, but I still like to use the command prompt window. It loads way faster, without less stuff dangling around. Anyway, we're going to see here I have the short video scenes that I just mentioned. As you can see, there's 3 phases of steps. Narrative, we create the stories, characters, everything with context. Then image generation, that's the second step, where we create the places, characters, as well as some backgrounds we need in the stories. This is going to be used for image reference because the next step is creating keyframes. And this time, the concept I'm using is the flux. That's going to use reference to image. There's other options as well if you're not using ComfyUI locally. Either way works, but before that, just tell the AI what you want in each phase, and that's going to be good. Like in this case, if you need to have the specific workflow to run with the AI, you can just drag and drop or copy and paste that workflow JSON file link in here and tell the Hermes agents to use this workflow for a specific video creation. Or you can drill down to every single scene that's going to have different reference of workflow. You can do that too. It just depends on how your conversation is communicated with the AI agent. So as you can see, the next step, the AI agent is showing me that the stories are ready and we're able to go to the next step. And right now, let's say that the character and place are going to use that Z-Image Turbo text-to-image workflow. So I'm just doing basic conversations here. Nothing fancy, no pre-designed text prompts. Just conversations. I need a character in place using the Z-Image text-to-image workflow. And after that, the generation lets me know the progress. So we as a human can step in and see what kind of image it actually generated. What you need is to focus on talking with the agent. That's all you need to do because those workflows are already exported and the AI agents know how to import that into ComfyUI. So once you enable or turn on the ComfyUI backend, just like in this example, it's generated the image. Okay, so after generation, this is going to be another step that it will pause here. I set this skills for the agents to not automate everything, because when you just created the character list and the place, you want to review that before you continue. So in this case, let's go back to here. In Hermes agent, I have a new message. So I'll say that for characters, I want each character with multiple angles and with the same white background. So I need front view, side view, back view, and also one close-up shot of each character. So I'm going to regenerate all of those and replace that in the same folder. Here, just want to show you guys that it's in progress. And as you can see, all the characters have been replaced, as well as all of that updated. Switch back to Hermes agent, you'll see there's a notification telling me that all these characters have been changed to the character sheet and the full body view, etc. This all works. So I viewed that again in the file browser and it's all done here. So we're going to move on to the next step. And remember to type something to let the AI agent pause, so you can review those images before moving on to video generation. Otherwise, you might have some wrong images you want to refine, and you'd just be spending all your computing power going straight to video creation. With the angelic way of running this, what I want to demonstrate is that while I was talking about using whatever ComfyUI or any image or video generation models, those are just tools. That's not everything in your toolbox. Think of those as just one of your tools. That's why in recent months, I've been creating workflows that are more focused on singular features, more modular, the way I think about it. Because the design is going to be using this workflow as one feature, which is the video generation. That's all I need, and I put this into a whole system for integration. And that's why recently I'm trying to create workflows that are simpler and also, easier for users at a lot of different levels to understand and run, hopefully. That's the concept. Okay, so come back to ComfyUI. As you can see, there's some different images of this character in some kind of haunting or mystery places where she is in different scenes and multiple shots. And we can review this before we move on to video generation. For example, like this one, it's kind of generating weird color on the eyes and some kind of weird color on the shirt. So you can check if this really follows the story or not before moving on to the next steps. That's why I like to have a human involved before moving on to fully generating all the videos. That way, you can ensure the story is intact with whatever content you created. Since I've just generated 5 scenes here, there's a total of 30 scenes. So just for demo purposes, I only generated 5 scenes. I paused in the middle of the progress, and that's one of the good things about Hermes Agent. In the multiple steps, or a large volume of work, in the middle of the process, you can interrupt the AI agents to pause, input your new message to update. Like let's take 10 scenes for generation, or even right now I'm taking like 5. That's good enough for this video demo. Then that just updates the progress of whatever task it's doing. You don't need to even touch anything in the ComfyUI workflow diagrams or do all the complex settings because this is all handled by the AI agents already. So this is overall how I'll be doing for a long sequence of multi-shot videos, like a storytelling. I see a lot of people nowadays have been talking about using Claude with other AI models. A lot of different kinds of AI models that you can try with this as well. My way of using this is just LTX for local AI examples. I do also try with Kling AI, Cdance, those kind of frontier models as well. But the concept is the same. How to process using Hermes agents with different language models and generating the content. So, after all the content that you've generated, check it out one more time. See the first 5 scenes, all the video content are also included. So we can bring this to a short video scenes demo. It might not be accurate for some of the actions. You have to do some trimming, video editing by yourself, or even using AI to do that as well. In the beginning, we were talking about this OmniNFT LoRA model that's able to bring better coherence for the video generations. And the main point of this LoRA model is not ultimate high quality. It just helps you bring this negative-aware, fine-tuned model to improve your visual and audio presentation. So, let's check it out.
Let this Here's the city and this building's map. Enjoy your holiday here.
You never need to remember. That's part of the service.
You are new. I can tell. Listen to me. Do not go to the garden.
Years. I think. There is no way to know.
The concierge will be kind first. Then he will take you to the garden, and then you will never leave. None of them ever leave.